important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up. It never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of the people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think the question on everyone's mind has been, how is the economy so bad while the stock market is soaring higher and higher?
No, I think the question after listening to you on everybody's mind, how stupid could you be? Where have you been? It's called stimulus. It's called printing money. What? I never heard anything so dumb. Gee, economy's got to be doing well. Look at the markets going up. Are you kidding me? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Phil Grandy. Here is where you get the truth. Let's talk about this stimulus. It is amazing. You know, first of all, I think most people have no idea what stimulus is. They have no idea, okay, when they're printing all this money, what they do with it. And they have no idea, most people have no idea, that this whole thing, back in 2008, with Bernanke, when he started this QE, this massive stimulus, all this financial engineering, that the idea behind it was to have two economies. Most people don't know that. To take care of Wall Street is one economy and Main Street is another economy. And they didn't care about Main Street. Because after the crash, all the monetary policies that they came up with was to screw Main Street and to make sure Wall Street got wealthy. Especially, I mean, just think about it. Think of the money they started to print just with QE, $3 trillion right out of the gate. And here's the other plan they had with this, and it's worked. They thought the plan was, look, we control, think about the owners, our owners. And our jibber jabbers never tell you about this. Their big plan was to, and by the way, they also controlled not only the Federal Reserve, our owners, they control the Treasury, the Congress, Banking Committee. There's a Senate and House Banking Committee. They control them too. And what they did is set in motion this QE to set up two economies, like I said, Main Street, Wall Street, under this QE printing program. So the plan was to take parking space in everyone's head, that with all this QE money, okay, from the Federal Reserve, that the stock market would no longer need an economy. This was the idea behind QE. The stock market no longer would have to need an economy. The stock market no longer would reflect the real economic conditions of Main Street, of the economy. And that's why when you always hear, how's the market doing? Oh, I mean, how's the economy? Great. Look at the stock market. Look at the stock market. Stock market has nothing to do with the economy. The stock market is forward-looking. It has nothing to do with the economy here today. Nothing to do with it. It's forward-looking. It looks out. And their idea was, look, if we could just print all this money and just get it and move it all to the financial side of things, not Main Street, but let's move everything to the financial side of the book, of the ledger. Let's help only the banksters and the big private equity companies like Blackstone. Let's help them. That was their first deal. That's the first thing they thought of. And then they masked, using this QE and these stock buybacks, how they're really benefiting just the 1%. Now you take from March 2020 to March 2021. Why is the billionaire, if you were a billionaire, you gained $1.5 trillion in that time period where the market went up 113%. Well, how did it get up to go 113%? It wasn't profits. Everyone said, well, it's profits. We have great profits. I heard them today say, boy, we have great profits. Never had profits like this. Are you nuts? We have a profits of a handful of companies. The whole idea is print money and just keep putting that money, buying treasury, get those rates low, and keep injecting that money into the financials. Just take care of the banks and stock buybacks. And that's what they did. Now, the problem they had was how are they going to convince people? Because now remember, and here's the problem. It happened today again. The problem is the yields. When the economy is doing poorly, yields go down. Yields go down, not up. And the yields are always truthful. They're never wrong. So here you got the stock market going up and yields going down. So you needed the fake Business News Network to convince people, oh, no, look, don't forget the yields. Forget the yields. Just look at the stock market. Forget the yields. And they've been able to do that. So think of the people that are buying these stocks as these yields are going down, and they have no exit strategy. For everybody who's in these big tech stocks, and as these stocks are moving up, you have no exit strategy, you got to be out of your mind. They're only going up because of the amount of money they're putting into these things, injecting into these things. And the yields, as they go down, they love low yields, so they keep going up. But you got a problem. The low yields are telling you the economy is in bad shape. Terrible shape. People on Main Street are suffering. They have tremendous debt. Look what they had to do in 2012. I talked about yesterday. They had to print $29 trillion just to keep it going. Look at stimulus. Look what happened with the stimulus here under Trump. The CARES Act. That government stimulus, all that money he printed for the CARES Act, and that included all the supplemental unemployment benefits, where now they got instead of $300 unemployment check, you got $6 because the Federal Reserve sent you another $300 on top of your unemployment check you get from your state. And all the money they sent, they didn't have that. If he did not put that $2.3 trillion CARES Act together, that stimulus money, we would have gone right into a crash. So how can you say the economy's doing well? And at the time they were doing that, the 10-year Treasury yield was taking a dip. It was going down. It was going down, telling everybody, look, even though big tech stocks are going up because low-rate environment they like, but overall, the economy is doing terrible. But they convinced everybody that the stock market, which is led by six stocks drive the whole stock market, the economy's got to be great. I mean, and that's why this person here says something like this.
I think the question on everyone's mind has been, how is the economy so bad while the stock market is soaring higher and higher?
Well, ask somebody on Main Street. Ask the people, 72% of our workforce are working paycheck to paycheck. They'll tell you the stock market's going up because it's being engineered to go up. Being engineered to go up. You can keep printing all this money, but the problem is the guy on Main Street, he can't pay his bills because of it. Because the higher the stock market goes up from all this printing of money and injecting the stimulus money, the more he gets hurt because every dollar in his wallet, the purchasing power goes down. And the bubble gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But nobody wants to think about that. But you got to think about this. The stock market doesn't reflect the economy one bit. It doesn't. You know the real proof in that? I'll give you the proof when I get back. The real proof, how you'll never think that way again with this proof. The stock market does not reflect the economy, and when we get back, I'll give you the proof, so you'll never look at the stock market the same way again. Join my gang, free, for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, you know, we're talking about this stock market. It does not reflect the economy. And for those people, you ask those people who got caught in the dot-com crash and ask those people who got caught in the financial housing crash. Ask them if they think the stock market reflects the economy today. How do you think they got caught? They're all in these stocks think, oh, the economy's got to be great, just like you hear these people on fake business every day telling you how great the economy is. No, it's not. Matter of fact, it's worse now than ever because of the fact we have just 6 stocks that are booming, that are covering, it's keeping together the whole S&P 500 stock. Just 6 companies.
What we've seen this year is that it's really a handful of stocks that are doing really well, and those are mainly technology companies.
So is that the indicator of the economy is doing well, or does it indicate that this tech sector is booming? So is it the tech sector booming, or is it the economy that's booming? It's not the economy, I can assure you that. It's the tech. And those are running out of steam. Now, the big proof the stock market doesn't reflect the economy, because remember, the stock market's forward-looking. It's stock buybacks. If the stock market reflected the economy, there'd be no stock buybacks. Think about that. Why would there be stock buybacks? If the stock market really reflects how well the economy is doing, then why is there stock buybacks? In stock buybacks, when you hear how great earnings are doing and profits are doing, it's because of the stock buybacks. Because remember what they do. They print the money and they go into company. If I'm a CEO of my company and my earnings are my earnings are projected to be at, I don't know, say 10%. But gee, they're coming in at 5%. Uh-oh. So what do? Just more QE. I go get money, 0 interest, and then I go in and let's say I have, just use, to make it easy, 1,000 shares. So if my earnings are at 10%, that's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, I got to get my earnings up higher than that to move my stock from 10 to, let's say, 15. So what do? I go in and I take my 1,000 shares and reduce it down to 500 shares. Now I'm spreading earnings or my profits over fewer shares. That then pushes up my earnings artificially. They otherwise wouldn't go up. All I did is tricked everybody. I just moved the amount of shares I have down, and my earnings, okay, that are light, they're at 10%, they should be higher. So by moving the amount of shares I own down, now I can spread my earnings over fewer shares, 500 less shares. Now my earnings go up and it pushes up the stock price. But it's all fake. It's part of the bubble. And it's what we've been doing for all these years. the biggest bubble in history. And let's talk about recessions. Do you notice, anybody notice how recessions are getting shorter and shorter and shorter? Recessions used to be a terrific thing. Not in a sense you want to go out and celebrate. Of course, they're painful, but the beautiful thing about a recession, they're called resets. Stock prices like right now are nuts. Stock prices right now, stocks are 50, 60% in some cases overpriced. Since 2008. Even take the tech stocks since 2013 when they really started to take off. They're overpriced at least a minimum 40, 50%. People are going to get killed if they don't know when to get out of these tech stocks. Now I'm telling you, look, these recessions, the shorter the recession, we just went through a historic moment. We had the shortest recession in history. Remember when the market crashed from February of 2020 to March 2020? We went down 31%. We had the shortest recession in history, and that's been happening all along since 2008, these little recessions. What's that mean? It means our country is leaning more towards a socialist country. That's right, towards a socialist country. It's a beautiful thing about the stock market. It sends you messages. Marxist countries, socialist countries, they don't have recessions. They have a central committee, okay, decide what they're going to do, okay, with their stock market, like China, right? So we're getting to that point. Believe it or not, we're getting a message from the market that AOC and her goofy people and all of them, okay, and Pocahontas, they're getting closer to socialism because our recessions are getting shorter and shorter. But let's get back to what happened today. Now, I told you for the last few days, I said, please follow me. I said, join my gang for 10 days free. You get everything. Get all the classes, everything you want, free for 10 days. But if you're in Microsoft or if you're in Apple, we're going to focus on those two for you. So you're not going to get hurt. So you're either going to make money going up or you're going to make money going down. So I made that offer to everybody. Okay, for 10 days, why don't you follow me? Just go to my site, philsgang.com, sign up where it says Working Investors. You get everything. But what I'm saying is I'm going to focus for you, for all those people who have all this money in Apple, Microsoft, you're going to get out in time. And you're going to make money until that time happens. So one of the biggest problems we have is the NASDAQ 100 stocks. I pointed this out last week. Matter of fact, I pointed it out going back on July 19th. Do not buy the tech stocks. Your Apple, Microsoft, if you're in those, take profits right now. Don't buy those again unless the Qs can break out and hold 365. But they got to break out with some great volume. Well, the volume's been getting worse. It's below average. And they've been having trouble staying above 365. They barely stay above 365. I mean, they're doing terrible. So now what happened today, the yields dropped all the way down to 113 basis point, and the tech stocks aren't moving. What does that mean? I'll tell you when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days. Please remember St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They're going down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
I just don't see how you can not be bullish here. I know there are the bears out there, but I just think they're getting it flat out wrong. It's about profits. We're 90% higher than a year ago in terms of profits. I mean, this is gangbusters.
I think the economy's in great shape. I think the stock market's in great shape. I think we're going substantially higher, and I don't think you need to overanalyze it any more than that.
These are the same guys who were saying the same thing right before the dot-com crash, right before the housing financial crash, right before the crash of February 2020. Same guys doing the same thing. See, it doesn't matter to me, whether the market goes up or down. And all this noise, how great things are, I look at specific things. I don't listen to that. And one of the things you look at all the time is the yields. Now, give you an example. Today, the market now is up 268 points, I think it is. Now, the last thing you do is stop looking at that bug. I just looked at the bug on TV. That's the bug that's up there all the time. It gives you the Dow. You're riding around in your car at lunchtime where you hear the Dow is up, 300, the Dow is up. Don't listen to that. That's behind you. That's behind you. Means nothing. Means nothing. That's activity that already happened. You don't buy a stock. And unfortunately, most people look at a stock right now. Hey, I better get in. The market's up 266 points. I'm going to miss out. No. That's already happened. You missed. I'm sorry. It's out. No. Don't jump in now. And you can ask any of my members for 2 days. And I said it. You were listening to me yesterday. I hope you were. I said to you yesterday. I said, look. Keep watching the Qs. If the Qs break out and these yields keep going down, that'll be fine. And then we'll continue to buy Apple. We'll add to our Apple and Microsoft and the rest of them. See, I don't care. I know we're going to have the biggest crash in history, but it doesn't mean I don't buy Apple and Microsoft and Netflix and Facebook and the other tech stocks. Of course I do. My members always do. Because we know when to get out. We'll take advantage of this, of all this printing of money, all this massive stimulus money to keep pushing up the stock market, which is nothing but pushing up a bigger and bigger bubble because Main Street is getting worse and worse and the economy is getting worse and worse. You can't have both. You can't keep printing money, injecting it into a handful of stocks to push these big tech stocks up to make, and what they do is they print all this money to buy treasuries to drop the yields down, 10-year treasury yield down, which gives a great environment for these big tech stocks, a handful of them, to go up and carry the whole market. This has been going on since 2009, and then really ramped up since 2013. I mean, it's a pretty easy way to make money. You just watch the yield. If it goes down and the tech stocks go up, you go with your favorite tech stock. You just got to know when to get out. And our charts tell you that, when to get out. It'll go from green to yellow, give you a heads-up warning. Action's got to be taken, then it turns to red. So you know when to get out. But the important thing is what's happening now is, I said yesterday, watch this. As the yields keep dropping, if we don't get a big breakout on the Qs, then that means the tech stocks are in trouble. Because if they can't rally, when you drop below 118 basis points, and those tech stocks, Apple and Microsoft, don't make all kinds of new highs with big volumes, something's wrong. So I said to them, here's what they're going to do. They'll start pushing the bank stocks. They're going to start pushing the bank stocks, the fake Business News Network. Guess what they did today? Pushing the bank stocks. They're giving up on the tech stocks because they drove those yields down so low today, the tech stocks still wouldn't go up. So now they say, well, rotate to the bank stocks. So you take a look at your bank stocks, and they're all starting to go up. But there's a problem with these bank stocks right now. The yields are too low. They need high yields to sustain themselves. So here's the first day people are jumping into. Now what we did today, we put what we call a scalp on XLF. That's the basket of tech stocks. That's the basket of tech stocks. Matter of fact, we're going to send an alert to our members to tell them to just buy a scalp on XLF, which is the basket of bank stocks before the market closes. So it's XLF. XLF is the so make sure you get the right. XLF is your bank stocks, not XLK. XLK, remember, is your tech stocks. Okay, so XLF. You watch XLF, and not only does XLF have to move up, but it's got to have big volume. Just because it goes up on one day, but you can see what they're doing. It's called a rotation. But rotations aren't one day. They take 3 days to prove themselves. So now we'll sit back and we'll watch for our members how much volume is coming in. Can they now, remember, we got to get the yields back up to 135. They've been driving, remember, the people who control the stock market, okay, our owners, they control the market. They move rates up and down depending if they want bank stocks go up. If they want bank stocks to go up, they move the rates up. If they want tech stocks to go up, they move the rates down, the yields. So now, if you're jumping into the bank stocks, be very careful. We just bought some today, but we bought the basket. Now, I'll guide my members through this, okay, on these bank stocks, and maybe it works. Maybe the next 3 days, big volume comes in, and maybe the yields go right back up to 130. So make sure before you buy, get really serious with these bank stocks, start buying them, okay? You can go in and start small, but before you put any heavy money on the bank stocks, make sure the yields get back above 130. And the yield today right now is what, 117. So we got a long way. Now remember what happened last week when the same thing happened, exact same thing happened. They couldn't move the tech stocks up. They drove those yields down to 118. They couldn't get those tech stocks to go up. They gave up. They pushed to the banks. And I said the same thing last week. I said, be careful with these banks. We got to get those yields back up. And they shot the yields up the next day up to 135 basis points, and the bank stock should have taken off like a rocket ship. And they didn't move. So we couldn't move. The tech stocks aren't moving with yields going down. And now the bank stocks last week weren't moving with the yields going up. Now, if the same thing happens in the next 2 days where the yields get back up to 130, they got to get above 130, 135. If they don't move, that means twice now they failed. And that means we're getting closer to a 10% correction. Remember, we're not going to go directly into a stock market crash. Okay, it never works that way. You always first get that small crash, and then what they do is they try to scare people out, and then they rally it one more time, and then that's where they catch everybody. They catch everybody at the worst time. They rally it one more time. That's what they do to you on Wall Street. But if you know when to get in and we know when to get out, that's not a problem. And every day at 2 o'clock, our portfolio of stocks, Steve takes that portfolio, and every gang member knows exactly what to do because he posts the alert on every stock.
Intel continue to hold this one short with your stop at 54.
And then he goes and he just goes on and tells them exactly how could you go wrong? You can't. All right, so the deal that's going on right now, there's some real confusion in the marketplace because oil is up there, but all the oil stocks, oil service stocks, all the refiners, those stocks aren't moving up. The only reason why oil went up, because, see, here's the problem with oil. And we're going to start shorting oil because the problem with oil is they went up for the wrong reason. It went up because of monetary policy, because of what the president did. He shut down Keystone Pipeline, and then he goes and he allows Russia to send their oil through the pipeline to Germany, which is that's so bad for America, so bad for Europe. Those are the things that shot the oil up, not demand. So I think starting to short oil, we'll know in the next couple of days if we should short them or not short them. This is what we do all day, and that's why our members, okay, they're protected. They know exactly what to do. Does anybody do that for you? Try it for 10 days free. PhilsGang.com. Sign up for Working Investor Group.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women. Breast cancer is unacceptable. Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, again, if you're one of my members, remember before the closing, buy a Scout on the basket of financials. XLF. Big Tech is XLK, so it's XLF. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to watch tomorrow, see what the yields are going to do tomorrow. If they can take the yields and push them back from where they are now, about 117 basis points, back above 130, be best 135, and give them a real chance to move. If they move this time, if they really move, then you know where the big money's going. So you always follow the money. The one thing that's beautiful about how they rigged the stock market, you don't have to sit and study anything anymore. Before, you had to study financial statements. You had to look and see if they had a free cash flow. Was the free cash flow better this quarter than last quarter? You had to look at margins, top line sales. You had to look at so many things. And then you had to go and try to find undervalued companies. This is so easy now, especially with the technology that we designed, where our charts are color-coded so that you always have a call to action to get in or to get out. 85% of the people lose money because they don't know when to get out. We're in a crucial time here. Now, if they can keep interest rates at zero, which they're going to try to do, And if they can keep Main Street alive, they just want to keep them alive. They could care less about them. They just want to keep them alive so they don't have to make a choice. Remember what I told you? Everybody asked me, when do you think the market's going to crash? And the answer is, when they have to make a choice between paying their gasoline, their student loan, car payment, or mortgage. They can't pay one of them. The minute that happens, the market's going to crash, going to go down 70% at least. Because remember, this is the first time in history we have no brakes. What's that mean? Well, remember, every other crash, we could lower rates. The last crash, the tech and financial crash, we cut rates 25 times to stop that crash. We have no way to cut rates anymore, so it's going right down the shaft, whoom, like an elevator shaft. Whoom. The momentum's going to be incredible. And here's the other problem. We got so many tourist investors right now with Robinhood and all that group. Don't know what the hell they're doing. And they got so much, we have almost $900 billion in margin money out there. $900 billion. We're so close to $900 billion. We didn't have that kind of margin money when the market crashed and the dot-com crash or the housing financial crash. We weren't even near that. So all these people are jumping in because all they hear every day is this from the fake Business News Network.
I just don't see how you can not be bullish here. I know.
See, this is what you hear, right? That's what you're hearing.
I think the economy's in great shape. I think the stock market's in
The economy's great. So why are they doing stimulus? Will somebody answer me this? Why are they doing stimulus? Why have they printed $10 billion, for God's sakes, to pay people's back mortgage payments, pay their back utility bills, pay their back association bills? Why are we now increasing the child benefits? For each child, it's going to get $300 per child. They started to receive that in July. If the economy's so good, why are we doing that? Why? Now, if the economy's so good, why are the socialists sitting on the steps of the Capitol saying, oh, no, you don't have to pay your rent. I know it's up in July. July is supposed to end. It's supposed to end. You got to start paying your own rent in July. But now they're going, no, don't worry about it. We're going to extend it 5 more months, which brings them right close to Christmas. So then they say, we can't do that at Christmas time. Let's extend it to spring. You know how this is going to go. But my point is, if the economy's going well, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that, for God's sakes? And this infrastructure bill is a joke. $1 trillion to fix bridges and roads and that. I love it. That's great. But remember, it doesn't create good jobs. No, it doesn't. People don't understand that. There's people in that industry that follow the jobs all around the country. That's what they've been doing their whole life. They follow the jobs, the construction jobs all around the country. When all of a sudden they start building a bridge in your area and you're laid off, let's say you're laid off a worker at a bakery. What do you think? You're just going to go over and start building a bridge? Hey, I just showed up with my hard hat, man. I'm here to build a bridge. What'd you do? I made donuts every morning. Or a guy was a clerk at some shipping company. Yeah, I'm here. I clerked at a shipping company. Trucks going in and out. Yeah, I'm ready to build a bridge, man. What are you, nuts? It doesn't work like that. And when the minute you're done with these jobs, even if they get you to paint a bridge, just if you're a painter to paint a bridge, your job's over. You go back home again. That's all BS about how. And by the way, do you know how long it takes to get the permits? To even paint a stupid bridge. Because why? Because this administration and the Obama administration and all the tree huggers, those are people who got their building permit the night before. You got to have all kinds of studies and tests. And is the mosquito, are you endangering the mosquito? Or are you endangering the waka 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 boo boo waka bug? Unbelievable. It's going to be at least 18 months before you even start to paint the bridge. It's going to be 18 months before they take that black felt stuff. And you ever see it when you're driving and you see a bridge and they take this black felt stuff and they stick it in the ground and they surround the bridge with it so in case the water gets polluted, this stops it. This is unbelievable. Look, the stock market's going to do what it's going to do. As long as they keep printing money, and as long as the yields stay low, and as long as when that happens, the tech stocks keep going up, and the Qs, the one thing to measure by the success is Qs. If the Qs can break out and run, and if the Qs now can get to at least to 370, we're at 366, and hold, get above 3, try to hold them. It's failed holding above 365 with good volume. But you got to get up to 370 now at least. It's been struggling at 365. Look at today, 366. And think about this. The yields are down. The Q should be at 175 right now. So if they do that, then my members, we're going to stay with we're going to add to our Microsoft, we'll add to our Apple, we'll add to our Intuit, we'll add to all our tech stocks. Now, if all of a sudden they decide to switch and start putting all the money into the banks, printing money and give it to the banks, this is all they do. The Federal Reserve sits there, a bunch of gangsters, and they decide, okay, what do we want to do here? Now, do we, like they did today, oh, that's not working. Nope, the tech stocks aren't going. We lowered yields down to below 117. We got the yields down to 117. It's not working. Okay, so let's do this, everybody. Let's switch everybody, get them going on bank stocks. So they'll call up the fake business news network, say, look, start promoting the bank stocks. Start promoting bank stocks. Tell them it's a rocket ship. Tell them the bank stocks are a rocket ship. So they'll get Varney on there, and they'll get the rest of them, and they'll get Charles Payne. Yeah, the banks are a rocket ship. So if the banks get the yields get above 130, 135, then start buying them. We do this for you. We do it every day for you. Look, they don't tell you the truth, okay? They don't tell you the truth when it comes to the state of the economy. They just don't. They always make it sound like everything's wonderful. And then the same people who are telling you how wonderful this economy is and who are wrong, and when the market crashes, they bring them on as experts to why it crashed. That kills me. Boy, does that make me grumpy. You get these dopes to tell you how great the economy is, and you should be buying. Then the minute the market crashes and they're wrong, they say, we're bringing on John Derry. Yes, John Derry, he manages a portfolio of $4 trillion. Yeah, John Derry, a big portfolio manager. John, what happened with the market? Well, the market started to drop. I knew this was going to happen. And the day earlier, he's on there promoting to buy the stock. It's unbelievable. Hey, join my gang now, philsgang.com. Plug in where it says Working Investor for 10 days, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to finally realize, you know what? With the same ease you buy stocks, the same ease you're going to go short with stocks, so you'll have fun because you'll make money either way. Try it for 10 days. It's free.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.